What's up, BlendBlox? So we're gonna be building a Boeing 777 today. This is my this is my Boeing 737. It's gonna look similar to this, but it might look a little stretched. So let's get started. And I want you to know something about these videos. These are gonna be like, this tutorial is gonna take a couple of videos to explain. So it's gonna be a series of how to build it. For today, we're gonna be learning how to build the body and the cockpit. So we're gonna rotate at 90 degrees in the y-axis, and then we're gonna scale it. Oh yeah, and just know the model of the airplane is Boeing 777. Okay, we're gonna go into edit mode. And so now we're gonna take this, we're gonna extrude it, make it smaller. So for now, we're gonna focus more on the nose than we are gonna be on the cockpit window. Cause on the earlier scrapped video, I tried doing that, and then it made these weird dark thingies, which I couldn't fix. So yeah. Either way, we have our nose like this, a little smaller, no, a little bigger. Now that we have our nose, and then I'm planning to cut through here like that, push it down, cut through here like that, pull it up, and then I'll create the glass. But first we will focus on the nose. So now that we have this, we're gonna extrude it. Or maybe we'll scale it a little more circly, but need some room for the comp. So now we're gonna extrude it, make it smaller. You want to make it this small. And now, if you want the nose to be nice long, like the Concorde, you can make this go like this. Or if you want the small nose, like mini aircraft, as I'm showing right now, you'll want to put it like this and scale it down a little more. Now I'm looking for the realistic look, so yeah. So we're gonna scale it down. And now, while we're doing that, I'm gonna push this a little more forward. Now extrude it again. Push this, but this time I want it to be a more like a circle. So we're gonna scale this to a circle. Now that we have a circle, we have everything connected, and we are going to have this like extrude it more. This one's gonna have, but this one's actually gonna have, I'm gonna make a circle around this one. First, we're gonna see if loop cut can make an easier circle, and it can. So we're gonna use loop cut. Wow. So now that we have loop cut, we are going to have this like, we're gonna change how this looks a little different. So we're gonna have that, and now we're gonna scale this a little more. We're gonna quickly use this. We can share something. And now, I'm just gonna quickly use that. And so now that we've actually equipped all the vertices this time, I'm gonna put this like this. And then I'm gonna put this. Wait, no, wrong wireframe. We're gonna put this like this. And now we're gonna also come to this. We're gonna push it forward. And now we're gonna make this smaller. So we got a nose here. Although we want all of this. Yeah, actually I'm gonna use X-ray for this one. All of this stuff. And we're gonna scale it this way. So we're gonna scale it on with the red one inwards, so it's shorter. Now that we have it scaled like this, we're gonna look at outside, see how this looks. Now from here it may look like a bunch of red stuff, but it is a little more than that. So now that we have that, I do say we should actually maybe squeeze this slightly more. There we go. And now, time for the finishing touch. We're gonna take all these vertices. We're gonna extrude, make this really small. We're gonna make this really small. Like really, really small, but still need to go a distance so that's visible. And now we have our plate front. It now looks more like the front of a cockpit. So now we're gonna actually build the cockpit glass. So we're gonna look like this. Bring out knife, and we are going to cut. You want to make sure that your cockpit window is not too small. So I'm gonna cut it like this. And now, and now, and now. But you don't want your cockpit window too big either, so you better watch out. Like, I think that part over there is too big, so, I mean, too small. So I'm gonna keep it like around this high. And now, we're gonna keep it like this. And hit enter. Now, since we don't really want it just like this. In fact, maybe I made mine a little bit too big. Okay, so now that I've made my cockpit into a size I want, I'm gonna rotate it a little like this. Now you want to make sure that this doesn't happen, because then you get this, and that it's kind of hard to fix and kind of hard to also see. So you want to make sure that it's not too rotated. And then like this would be good, because we don't have that, like, oh, we do. So, but if you do get it in the perfect rotation, you could rig this up, and that would cancel it off. So, as I was saying, now that we have that all fixed, we can leave edit mode and see how it looks. Now, if you like the way your airplane looks, you don't have to change it at all. But if you don't, you could absolutely change it however you like. So now that we have the nose, we're also gonna like slightly squeeze the whole aircraft a tiny bit this way. So yeah, now that we have that, we should start coloring some parts. So we're gonna go to the material tab over here. Now, new. We're gonna name this base material. Okay, so we're gonna name it base material, and this is gonna be the base color of your whole airplane. You'll have to enter this mode to see the color. So base color, I'm gonna make mine a light dark blue. You could choose yours. And so now I'm gonna set the roughness to 0. You know what? No, not to 0, but like this should be good. Now we're gonna enter back into edit mode. We're also gonna click this plus button to add a new material. And now we're gonna name it this window color. So now I'm gonna make this light blue, no roughness, light metallicness. And so when you enter edit mode, you'll see that there's a side button. The way this works is if you have some vertices in with a face, click side. Those vertices will now have that color. So this is pretty cool. But honestly, I'm gonna make it go much darker. So there we go. Just like the real airplanes, they have dark cockpits, as I'm showing right now. So now that we have our nose, we can start building the back for the tail fins. But the next video is going to be actually building the tail fins. Right now, we're just going to be building the back. So enter edit mode, and now we're going to so I'm going to add this vertice over here. I'm going to put it into the spots I want. First off, aligned. Almost aligned. There we go. Now that vertice, you'll want to connect it with all your... Okay, so now you're going to want to connect this, like this, and do new edge, new edge, add face from vertices. You'll make sure you want everything encrypted, and then you'll have a face. Although this process does take a while, so I'm going to skip over to this. Okay, so once you've got all your vertices connected to this one vertice over here, you'll want to level it out, or you can slightly bring it upwards or downwards. Slightly bring it downwards. And depending on how long you want it, you can make it like this. Now this will affect on how you're gonna put your tail, but it should be fine. And if you want, here's my location. So it's gonna be the end of the video today, BlendBlox. So stay tuned for the next video on how to build your Boeing 777, and see you later.